2 days ago, after nearly 100 attacks by terrorist groups on U.S. military bases or Navy ships, or even commercial ships, the U.S. military finally decided to respond to this by conducting an attack of its own. So on the day of January 11th, the U.S. military and UK military decided to airstrike the Houthi rebel group in Yemen. Great, but the problem with this that I was screaming off a mountaintop is that for some crazy reason they did something that I, for one, have never seen before, which is broadcast the fact that they were going to do an airstrike on this group for nearly 12 hours beforehand. And I kept saying all day that day, what's the point of doing an airstrike if they know that it's coming and likely where it's going to go? This is the result, according to the New York Times. Quote, the U.S.-led airstrikes on Thursday and Friday against sites in Yemen controlled by the Houthi militia damaged or destroyed about 90% of the targets struck, but, big but, the group retained about 3/4 of its ability to fire missiles and drones at ships transiting the Red Sea. In other words, the airstrikes only damaged about 20 to 30% of the Houthis' offensive capabilities. And it goes on to say, most of their artillery is mounted on mobile platforms and can be readily moved or hidden. So what's going on here, I ask sort of rhetorically, because, I'm of the camp that we're in self-destruction mode as the U.S., that the globalist people want to see the downfall and weakening of America, but let's say that's not true. Let's say that I'm wrong in thinking that. What is the alternative explanation as to why we gave 12 hours in advance notice of doing this airstrike after 100 attacks against ourselves? Did we not expect that they were going to move all of their important stuff out of the way? So this whole thing pretty much amounted to a useless publicity stunt, and the Red Sea is no safer than it was before this airstrike.